Hi friends, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance. Today is New Moon, July 12th, and I am doing a reading for us for this new moon today. I've done a spread which helps us to harness the energy, see where we are at, what we need to release, and what we should focus on for this coming cycle. New moons are all about setting up the intentions for the energies that are coming in. Hi friends, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance. I welcome you all today. It's July 12th, New Moon. New Moon has powerful energies under which we can manifest anything that our heart desires. And we have the ability to manifest anything that we wish upon. So I've done a reading today which will help us harness the power of the new moon. And there's a solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse tomorrow on the 13th, to help set the intentions that we need to focus on the intentions, to release the blocks so we can move forward with our goals. So in this spread, there's different decks. This is, where are we at right now? How open are we in receiving the new moon energies? Right? What blocks do we have? What is it that we need to release? We do need to release things to move forward. What is it that we should focus on? And what is it that we need to grow within us for this cycle? So I've done it for this particular cycle beginning now, and the full moon coming up on, I think it is the July 27th. Yes. What are the steps that one can take starting in this cycle, and what changes do we need to make in order to set the intentions that we need? This one is, what lessons do we need to master? There may be lessons that are continuous, similar, till the time we master those lessons. So you may have seen mastering these lessons in earlier spreads, or from other readers, or from your own intuition. But these are the lessons that we need to master in this cycle to overcome the obstacles and set the intentions we need. And I'm going to pull from 3 different decks the advice card for us at the end. So where are we at right now? How open are we starting today? We have been in this state of reflection, going inward. There have been a lot of shifts, energetic shifts. We've seen a lot of upheaval in our lives. There have been a lot of tower moments. There have been things when we've been resisting, or we have been on our path, but there's been a lot of purging that has been occurring over the last few months, few years, a decade. Each person is different. We have learned to choose our battles wisely. That's a spiritual lesson in itself. Being right is not always the right thing. Proving ourselves to be right, that's what this card talks about, is choosing our battles. Choosing our battles in terms of when you know that there's a certain spiritual truth for you, it is time to defend. But if it is just simply for a victory, peace is more important than being and proving your point right. That's what this card talks about. We haven't been able to get the complete fulfillment in the material plane as we desired with this reversal of the 10 of Pentacles. But it's asked us to be patient. With this energy, when I look at a reversal, it's not like it's completely absent. It's there. It's right there. Our wish fulfillment, our complete material security in the world, the happy home, the abundance. So it has been time to let go of some old cycles. It is time to release a certain way of thinking, certain way of being, and embracing a new perspective. That's what the Hermit card has asked us of. Through quiet contemplation, meditation, detoxing old relationships, detoxing yourself of actual addictions, people, places, events. Perhaps this will cause change of jobs, change of home, change of relationships, because you're growing. It can be a painful experience to let go, because that's what we've done for a while. And it's not easy to let go of one way of being. So we've been required to work with patience. And it is through patience, through reflection and going inward, do we come to our own spiritual truths, our own enlightenment. So what are the blocks that we need to release? What blocks do we have, and what do we need to release? We need to let go of old pain, hurt, anger. We need to overcome the feelings of abandonment, whether it's in finance or in the material world, or emotionally or mentally or spiritually. Feeling completely left out in the cold and the dark. It is time to release that. It is time to tap into our own crown chakras. The new moon energies are coming in full force, flooding in the top of our head, our crown chakra, our connection to the divine, our connection to the source of all that is. It is time to release old baggages so that we may connect to the divine source of all that is. So we may find and see the truth within ourselves. To recognize and see that we are divine beings, that each one of us is a divine being, that everything that happens is manifestation for our soul, for soul lessons to grow, to release that. The material world is full of a lot of illusions. All that glitters is not gold, we have been told. You got the 5 of fire. That's the 5 of wands. This ties in again to the choose your battles card. They may be competing goals. Conflict of the mind. So the way we release the conflict first is to disengage. Not in the battlefield. We're going to disengage. Quieten the mind. As we connect to our heart space, we connect to the heart of all, and we allow for the divine energy. We have to allow it. The divine energy is present, it's coming. But are we receptive? Are we open? We have to allow. And it happens in times of contemplation and quiet reflection. Allow for the divine connection. Allow for the divine energy to flow and flood through your cells, through every part of your being. You will know which battles are worth fighting for, and which are just simply repetitive tasks. These are repetitive patterns. It's time to take a reflection on what are the repeating patterns in your life. Release the feelings of lack of abundance. So this card talks about walking away from the energy of lack. What we need to release is not feeling worthy, not feeling abundance, feelings of abandonment and not enough, and recognize as we connect with our source of it all, our own inner truth, to the cosmic abundance, to the abundance, the unlimited abundance in the universe. It's not limited. In economics, we have learned resources are limited, yes, but the abundance of the universe is unlimited. What limits our manifestation truly are the limits we place on ourselves. Yes, each one of us is given different circumstances. Each one of us has been dealt with a certain hand of cards. You're born in a certain area. You're born with certain skin tone. You're born with certain economic resources. But what do you do when you're given the certain cards? Do you sit as a victim? Or do you stand and work with perseverance, hope, faith, justice, fortitude, perseverance, spirit, knowing that all is well? How do you move forward? That's our lesson. Releasing the fears, releasing the feelings of victimhood, and empowering ourselves and stepping into our powers as the Empress and the Emperor. We are the Emperor of our kingdom. We have a choice. We have a choice in how we react and how we perceive. Do not give that power to another. It is time to take back that power and recognize that. What should we focus on in this cycle? I asked specifically for in this cycle. What do we need to grow? Interestingly, can you see these cards? I'll pull them up. What do we need to grow? And what is it that we need to focus on? I'm going to start with this one. Hopeless and helpless and hopeless. It is time to release those feelings of helplessness and hopelessness. It really is. It really is time. As you connect to your own divine source, as you connect to your own divinity, the path is going to unfold right in front of you. You no longer have to feel like a victim. You no longer have to be a prisoner of old wounds. Allow them to surface. Allow the healing energy to flow in. The healing energy is flowing in abundantly in the universe. Align yourself with the healing energy. Know that you're worthy. Know that you're worthy. You're worthy because you exist. You're worthy because you're a divine spark. You're a divine being. There is no one like you. And there no one will ever be like you. Ever. Neither your parents, nor your friends, nor your children, nor your brothers and sisters. Nobody. You are unique. Out of thousands and millions of possible choices in the universe, you were birthed. You were created. You have that infinite source. You're absolutely divinely loved at all times. You're never alone. You're never alone. The golden light is always shining upon you. Rise to that. Rise up through the darkness, just like the phoenix. You've been in hiding. You've been in isolation. You've been in contemplation. You have looked at challenges. You have overcome so many obstacles. You are a brave, brave soul. Really. Shed those feelings of helplessness. Keep working hard. Keep working hard. Diligently. Knowing through patience, that's what this card is, patience. Patiently working. Knowing that every obstacle and every challenge is going to create you into this beautiful crystal which shines light bright into the universe. What should we focus on? I asked. It says Page of Air. So both of these are mental cards. Mental. Air. Swords energy. Clarity of thinking. What do we need to focus on? The 5th chakra, which is our throat chakra. The throat chakra is the seat of communication. All communication. Be mindful. Choosing your battles correctly. Be mindful of the battles you choose. Do not disregard information that's coming in. Do not be blatant. Do not be hasty in your communication. Take the time to reflect. Go back into your heart space. Allow the energy of the heart chakra to open and connect. And look at the divinity in every situation, no matter how dark it looks. What is this situation or event here to teach you? Choose your words. Words have an impact. Words create our reality, our thoughts, our feelings, what we communicate. Every word you speak is creating a reality. It's creating a vibration in the universe. And you're emitting that vibration. You're emitting that frequency. You have the power to change your thoughts. And how you mold and speak is what it's asking you. Focusing on speaking our inner truth, your inner being, releasing fears, releasing the feelings of helplessness, moving away from abandonment, and moving and stepping in to our power and speaking our truth, which lights up our energy body. That's what we need to focus on. How do we go ahead and do that? What are some of the steps that we need to take? What are some of the changes we need to make in order to make these intentions for this new moon today, to make them a reality? So for some of you, this is amazing spread. It's just amazing. I've drawn 2, 6, 6. Card of love and balance. Unconditional love. Number 6. We drew the Lover's card. Some of you may be in touch with twin flames or soulmates. There may be a soulmate relationship that's either emerging, coming forth, or you have a feeling about it. Think about your choices. Time to meditate and think about your choices. The decisions you make now are going to affect your future, not your past, but the decisions you make in the now. Now. The energies are such that you can manifest anything. If you've been wishing to connect with a soulmate or soulmate energy, connecting with the twin flame, if that's what you truly desire, it is time to wish upon that. There may be contracts, it's time for justice. Some of you, I'm feeling that you'll need to take a balanced approach. Some of your soul contracts may be coming to an end. Some of your contracts in physicality, in actual physical dimension, there may be certain contracts that you have that may be coming to an end in this cycle, that need to be closed. So weigh out your contracts. See where you have your contracts. Actual contracts, mental contracts, spiritual contracts, and emotional contracts. It is time to see what is not in balance. It is time to see what is not in balance, what is weighing you down, what is taking you up. What is taking you up, what is bringing you down. We drew a lot of synchronistic cards in this reading. It's from different decks and they're very synchronistic. This is the High Priestess in the traditional tarot. Listening into your intuition when you're making your decisions. So balancing, so it's saying, really, you're blindfolded here. So you're not looking in through what glitters is gold with the eyes. You're going to listen in through your intuition. You're going to allow the divine energy to flow through you. Connect to your heart source and see what's emerging. And you're going to know. Once you know, be fearless. All will be worked out by Spirit. You have to take action. This is the card about not taking action, but it's asking you to take action. That you're feeling helpless and hopeless because you're not taking action, but it's truly saying it is time to take action. And when we move into the action space, it's saying listen to your intuition when you take action. I mean, I asked Spirit for one card in the traditional tarot and 3 fell out. How synchronistic is it that the Justice card came out along with this? Card of Justice. Contracts. Justice is being served. Be just. Speak your truth. But balance it with intuition. Allow the higher source energy to come through so you can be free and connect to the infinite abundance, to the infinite source of it all, Sun. Tomorrow is a partial solar eclipse. Sun's energy, a very yang energy, a powerful taking action energy, to be free, to be led by that firepower, our sacral chakra, our sexual energy. Okay? But it's in an innocent, look at that, innocent, unbridled, riding on that white horse of spirituality. Allow the spiritual light to descend through the crown chakra, illuminating all your chakras, cleansing out all the blockages so that you may feel and see through your inner self, through your guidance. You're constantly guided. Allow for that guidance. Close your eyes and let the guidance flow. Ask the question and you shall receive the answer. You will know. You don't need to seek any other, you don't need to go to readers, you don't need to do any of that. No. The answers lie within you. All the answers lie within you. The wisdom lies in the depths of your soul. Let that shine. Trust it. The more you trust yourself, the stronger the intuition, the intuitive guidance comes to you. Well, actually, the more you trust it, the more you see it. The more you see it, the more you trust it, the stronger it gets. It's a muscle. be loving. Card of emotions. Extend love. Extend love. You know, we talked about where is my, the talking card. Communications. I feel that our communications need to be heart-centered. That's what the message is coming in for me today. What lessons do we need to master in this cycle? Synchronistic, my dears. The lesson is that of the 7th chakra, the crown chakra. Connecting to the divinity, connecting to our own divine source, connecting to the source of all, to all of creation. So, when the energy flows in, I don't know if you can see my chakra paintings. When the energy flows in through the crown, goes in through the third eye, goes in through our throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, the root chakra. Lessons to be mastered. You are the emperor of your kingdom. Stability. Through structure, but balancing it with the heart. The cosmic energy. Look at that. It's a complete circle. It is a complete circle. From all the way to the root, to the crown, you're completing a full circle. That's our lesson. Balancing our chakra systems. Letting the divine energy flow down, flood our crown, get that immense source connection. Show us both sides, the duality, so that we may speak our truth. Through compassion, have the willpower, emotional fulfillment, and we ground that energy in to the material plane to make our dreams a reality. To be that emperor, to be the emperor, you need to have to take meticulous steps, one at a time. You do not look at the lesson and go back. You do not look at a challenge and say, I can't move on. That's not an option. You are an emperor. You are an empress of your own kingdom. And the kingdom you desire is all yours. It's always all yours. You have to tap in to the infinite power, to that infinite source energy that is always so abundant, so willing, so loving, so benevolent. When you align your wishes with that of the universe to the highest good of all, remember, the highest good of all and harm to none. When your intention is set with that as a foundational energy, there is nothing that's going to stop you from achieving your goals. You are a divine being. So it is time to get out of this hanged mode. You have been in suspension. You have been in that. You have observed the cycles. You have observed the ways of the world. You have observed your own reactions, your strengths, and you recognize your shadow sides. You're no longer afraid because you're connected to the divine source. You recognize that life moves in cycles, that cycles are about to end. It is time to recognize that everything moves in cycles. Everything moves in cycles. You have to trust. The soul lesson is, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, will always take me on the right path, because I know that the wheel of fortune is turning in my favor now. Whew! I didn't even look at the cards. Thank you. I don't know what I said, but I was divinely guided. I'm in my backyard, I'm looking at the roses right in front of me. I just looked at the cards and I looked at the question that I had asked the universe, and it was flowing. So my last one was, I'm going to pull from 3 decks. What additional advice do we have? What advice does the universe have for us collective in this cycle? New moon today for this cycle for us collective. Where are we in our journeys? What message do we have for the collective in this new moon cycle, July 12th, 2018? How can we create greater abundance? Our wishes. How do we fulfill our wishes? Overcome our challenges and set our intentions, which are for our highest good, for this new moon cycle on July 12th. Okay, thank you. This one is the white eagle. It says ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Very synchronistic with all that we have to release, that we work on. Go back. This is also the card of our childhood. Letting go. As you heal and release judgments, abandonment, resentment, anger, hurt in family, in your own family, you're going to create tremendous amount of healing for the souls who are around you in ways that you cannot even imagine. Just by holding that higher vibration, you have that power now of the new moon. Connect. Where are we at in our sacred journey? It says crossing bridges. It is time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Perhaps there have been old wounds. Perhaps. It is time to release that, to be all of who we are. It is time, because cycles are changing. And we are growing and evolving. And we want to manifest our truest desires, to step into our true power. How can we create abundance? Abundance can be created, oh, this is so interesting. It says, sever the vows of poverty. Really, poverty consciousness, not abundance consciousness, because this is also serving as like a block, right? We're looking ourselves not as abundance. We do not feel abundant because of where we are right now. Whatever the circumstances, this is general reading. It says, dear one, there is no need to suffer a sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime, in any time, space, or dimension. Release it. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. The power is now. The power is within you. I send you much love, much happiness, much joy. May you be granted your deepest desires that are for your highest good and harm to none be manifested. It is my wish on this new moon for all of humanity, so that we may all rise and ascend together as one. As we shine our own light and help one another, we're helping ourselves, we're helping our community, and we're helping our earth to ascend. And we will create paradise right here, right now, today, in this moment. Sending you love and light. This is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance.